Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, I'm going to give another shot to my Dimir Bond of Insight mill deck. So this is a deck that can win by milling the opponent using Bond of Insight and using Enter the God Eternals, which I both inadvertently just trimmed to 3 ofs in the deck because this deck editor is a goofball. Careful with your clicks. I really like it. It's probably the reason I'm not Mythic yet, because I keep trying to make it work. It's also very similar to the Sultai list that I posted, but I like trying to cut colors and make things work with less colors. It's just a fun project I do, and it's very much my style. I don't always win by milling the opponent out. I often grind them out with God Eternal Oketra, but the Enter the God Eternals and Bond of Insight mills are the most glorious of games. We have kind of a package of other removal spells. The Fungal Infection is there because sometimes you Bond of Insight and you have 1 mana up and you want to remove something like a Viashino Pyromancer so that you don't die, and that is a great time to have a Fungal Infection in your graveyard. And then other cards that we like getting back, Vraska's Contempt can be very good, and sometimes the Elder Spell, just bringing it back over and over, can blow up those Planeswalker decks. Searcher's Canta helps you find the right cards along with Narset Parter Veils. One Ashiok makes sure that if your opponent is an Arclight Phoenix deck, you have something to do to them so that they don't get full access to all those Arclight Phoenixes in their graveyard, although Cry of the Canarium is good against them as well. Usually this plays out like a nice God Eternal Kefnet deck, but when the Bond value train gets rolling, especially when you get to cast Bond of Insight off God Eternal Kefnet, you feel like a genius. So this deck lost poorly in my Who Will Make It to Mythic video that I just posted, but I want to give it another chance because it has brought me a lot of joy, and maybe some of you will enjoy it too. Hey guys, let's take a quick break to talk about Flipside Gaming's Core 2020 Booster Box giveaway. From now until July 15th, you can win an entire box of M20 for free if you follow these steps. Number 1, find $10 or more worth of stuff at flipsidegaming.com that you like. Easy. They have singles, they have sealed product, and they have all the gaming supplies you need. So, number 2, use the promo code CGB before checkout. This saves you 10% and it supports the channel at the same time. Number 3, complete your order. That's it. Even a mono red player can figure it out. Please check out the links in the description to read the giveaway's rules and conditions, and thank you for supporting the channel. May the best mage win. Okay, opt in Narset. Removal, please. Removal. Please make Cry of the Canarium near the top of my deck if we're up against an aggro deck. And if not, then I can't complain about this hand one bit. Hopefully we just Elder Spell them into oblivion and use Bond of Insight to grind them out. Grind them. Get grindy. Watery Grave, oh boy. It's gonna be one of those games, huh? I mean, if it's gonna be one of those games, maybe I should just take this. It's definitely one of those things where this is a pretty Thought Erasure E-proof hand. Let's go ahead and get this tapped one out of the way so we don't have to pay 2 life for it later. Not that that should matter too much. We're sending a clear message. We do not have a Thought Erasure. Yeah, hi. Hi, what's going on? I'm sure you're just about to Thought Erase me. All this politeness just to be rude. And one of the Narsets is gone. But yeah, pretty clean hand against an Esper style deck. They keep on top. Oh, I wish I could mill them right now. All right, Narset. Bring me glory. Although when they keep on top, you know, right? You already know what they have. It's another Thought Erasure. Goodbye, Bond of Insight. Although Enter the God Eternals we always want to keep because, yeah, mill is kind of our thing. I don't know how many creatures the opponent will play, but just in case they do, we're coming for you. This matchup's really hard. The Esper Control Planeswalker deck is a really tough thing to beat. You just have to focus on keeping their win cons from happening. Like, there's an Elder Spell, and I can just crack this off. Or I could take this and take their Azcanta. It's kind of sucky that I have to put this on the bottom. Their Azcanta is definitely going to flip and can be a huge problem in the game, whereas a Narset is borderline obnoxious, but doesn't affect us very much. So, yeah, I guess I have to thought erase the Azcanta. Too painful. But I need that Elder Spell back. Oh my god. This is not going to be fun. All Planeswalker hand. Fun. Ugh. Gross. But we got to take that Azcanta away. Now I want that Elder Spell. It's our only one. Now it's on the bottom of the deck. Of course, if we had taken the Elder Spell, they would have been able to see it. Would have been a huge problem. That's a huge problem. Because if we don't have something to interact really quick, our opponent's just going to ultimate this Teferi with the Elder Spell. So we need something to interact with this Teferi next turn.
Here goes nothing.
Did it. Found one. Let's see, though. I guess... See, part of me wants to play this Bond of Insight so I can get this back, but we need to go through all these things in the hand anyway. So I may as well cast Bond of Insight and get these Thought Erasures. Yeah, get these Thought Erasures. Get them. Hopefully we'll have a land next turn so that we can erase the opponent's thoughts and cast the Contempt. Because I have a feeling they're going to play Teferi. Although if they missed a land drop, that would be nice. Now there's a Narset. They can't draw an extra card with that Teferi right now. But they could fire the Elder Spell. Ooh, we got him. We got him. They should concede. That should be a shame concede. Can I? All right, I'm not a toxic human. I'm not going to rub the salt in it. But they owe me an oops. Oh, they really owe me an oops. And they're gonna miss this land drop. Oh my god. I am so lucky. All right, let's get him. Mastermind's Acquisition? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. We are so screwed. Like, their hand is just nothing but sauce. Like, they didn't draw any useless removal spells, nothing like that. They just drew all the goodies. I wonder if they'd even know what to get with their Mastermind. I feel like I should just take the Teferis. Like, one Teferi down, bin. I mean, they're not going to go get the Immortal Sun. I don't think they'd know quite what to get against me. Now, at some point, you know, they've got a good setup and they just get something really powerful. But at least for the moment, let's just get these out of here.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Oh, have you, buddy? All right. So what does one fetch? I'm really not sure what they should get, especially stuck on 4 land. I doubt it's enchantment removal. We'll see if they want to bin their Teferi just to bounce this. They might. I could have exiled the Teferi to prevent that, but I think that saving this for the Planeswalkers that can actually kill me is a good idea. All right. We be thinking. Looks flippy. Although the opponent appears to have a Thought Erasure. That's obnoxious. But not that big of a deal. No Thought Erasure. Alright. Maybe I should just be exiling this and keeping my opponent from getting cards. The problem is they have the Ugin. Still. I could do this now. But they didn't have the Thought Erasure last turn. They probably won't have it this turn. I don't know, feels like exiling the Ugin would be smart. So let's pass it. If they do have the Thought Erasure, I want the Azcanta to try to help me find something. And remember, that Elder Spell is way down here. So Azcanta's going to have to go through a lot of our deck to get to it. And I have a feeling we're going to need it. We also don't know what the hell our opponent fetched with the Mastermind's Acquisition. Bouncy Oath of Kaya. Alright. Seems like what they should just get is another Teferi because they have the Elder Spell and the 2 Planeswalkers to get rid of. But what do I know? Are we gonna Ugin now? It'll give me something to enter the God Eternals all over. Yep.
Lies beyond.
All right, let's see what we can find. Bond of Insight's great. Bingo. Vraska's Contempt. Out of there. So, do I exile another Planeswalker right now? What am I getting back with the Bond? I guess I can get back some more Thought Erasures. Do we know anything about the top of our opponent's deck? Not really. Would I rather activate as Kanta? Probably not. Tough call, but yeah, I guess we'll go like this. Now get me a Contempt and another Thought Erasure, I'm guessing. That will do. Lots of tools. Lots of tools to keep fighting the opponent with. If they have 7th mana Teferi, though, they just emblem me out of the game. And maybe this was all a mistake, because we know they have the Elder Spell. They have been struggling with the land, so it's kind of like, can you just rip it off the top when you need to? 30, these 4, our Elder Spell's right around here. Ugh. Probably can't expect to get there. Whatever the opponent fetched with Mastermind, now's the time. I mean, they saw that we got back a Thought Erasure. We were not subtle. Not subtle in the least. But they are deep in the tank. They had the 7th land, so they didn't have the other Teferi. I wonder if they have a Command the Dreadhorde. Could be epic. Could be super epic. And I see them in my graveyard, so yeah, they probably do. Balls. I blew it, team. Although, we can kill this and get it back. I guess we're just going to untap and Contempt some things. The opponent's going to use Narset to go find some things.
No time for a break.
Epic turn.
I have just the trick for this.
And an Oath of Kaya. Okay. I'm just gonna Oath of Kaya me into oblivion. I got it. We'll see if they also have a Thought Erasure to go with that. Okay, they didn't wait till my draw step. I thought they would have. Oh well. Now let's pay attention. Do they keep on top? They take one of the Contempts. They do not keep on top. Okay. And it's my turn! Now remember, opting on my turn is a no-no because of Narset. Let's not do that. I think we'll get in their hand. They have another Teferi and all these Oaths of Kaya. Let's grab their Elder Spell. Let's take away the I will ultimate right now opportunity. Let's also fire off this Vraska's Contempt on this Teferi. No more of that, please. Although the opponent still has 2 more in their deck that we have to worry about. Then we'll say go. And probably, well, we'll probably end up casting this down and using Enter the God Eternals plus Craving on the Kefnet. But we don't want to give this to the opponent until the last second, I think. Although, they have a lot of burn, don't they? Like, this represents 12 damage. 13, 14, 15, 16. It's a lot of damage. And what I mean by that is using Teferi to bounce Oath of Kaya and cast it over and over, targeting face.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Okay. How obnoxious. And the Teferi returns. I'm glad we got rid of the Elder Spell, but they did a good job finding Teferi, didn't they?
You know what? I'm not done yet.
deck just rolling. And like from the very beginning, I knew that this game was almost impossible. The hand that our opponent revealed to that first thought erasure, they just don't have any of the bad cards. Like they didn't draw anything like a like cast downs or any cards that would be bad against us. Just nothing but gas. My hand in this matchup, I'd have like 3 Kaya's Wrath in my hand. Well, I've definitely played those games, let me just put it that way. Yep, now is when you thought erasure. Let's see what you pick. Picks the Narset, easy mode. Although they have a lot of ways to kill that Narset, to be fair. Down to 25 cards in the deck. All right. Let's see, a Teferi can simply bounce the token, so it's not like we're going to use the 4/4 for much of anything. But getting this back in my deck is probably a good idea. It's a lot of damage that keeps adding up. Milia. So, do I want this back? I mean, Time Raveler can bounce it pretty much indefinitely. I actually just want to get closer to the Elder Spell. I'm probably going to have to mill this opponent. So, oh yeah, it's also their decision, by the way. Something I conveniently forgot for a minute there. They get to make the decision when they control it about whether to put in the graveyard or back in the deck. I know I've seen at least 2 Elder Spells go. And yeah, 2 Elder Spells are in there. How many do you think this person plays? I haven't gotten to use this content nearly as much as I'd like. Alright, opponent's playing another Narset.
Disciplined. Encounter no obstacles. Meditate and prepare.
I'm meditating. Okay, Liliana. Good God. This has been a just brutal game from every angle. Any way you slice it. By the way, how many thought erasures do they have left? 1, 2, 3, 4? All of them? All gone. Good. That is one thing that can mess up your day. But yeah, opponent might want to just start spiking Oath of Kaya's. Try to shorten the clock. But no, they're just running more Ravelers. They're raveling harder and harder. Ooh, I had an opportunity there to play my Opt. Totally didn't realize that this wasn't on the battlefield anymore. That would have been smart. That would have been IQ. That would have been Galaxy Brain. I just got lulled to sleep. My opponent in their epic turns, lulling me to sleep. But yeah, you can do better. You can not make my mistakes. Let's use a Sunken Ruin, shall we? Hey, having to put one of those on the bottom isn't good though. Let's do this. We're trying to mill our way. Well, we're trying to mill our opponent, but we're also trying to mill our way all the way down to the Elder Spell. Save us. Yeah, let's just get these contempts. just so much contempt in my heart for this opponent. 13 cards left. Now, there was something to say for Enter the God Eternals. I just don't think it would be fast enough. If the opponent gets to ultimate their Teferi or their Liliana, things could go sideways for me really fast. Now, there's a certain level where ultimating Teferi doesn't work, but you have to get them a lot lower in cards of library. And plus they may still have another one so they don't deck. But this is going to be close. We've been behind this whole game, and we're still trying to pull off a miracle. Liliana's here. Hooray! Everybody loves her.
Will envelop this world.
There's the zombie.
Good, mindless minion.
Now, there is something to be said for let the opponent make some creatures, then kill them with our spells to try to deck them. Because remember, Liliana does, whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. So I think I'm probably exiling the Teferi, not the Liliana. Teferi can start tucking other things if they get concerned about decking.
Keep an open mind.
Oh my goodness. Is our opponent pulling another card out of their deck here? They are. Weird. Very weird. And here come the Oath of Kaya's. Here comes the beatdown strategy. They're so far ahead, they should be doing it. They might be able to get there just on the burn me out with Oath of Kaya plan. So with that in mind, what should I exile with the Vraska's Contempt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting to the point where I think I should only use one of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, the Narset is still going to shut down the Opt. This is going to keep me from playing it on my opponent's turn. The Fungal Infection's probably gone. No, it's not. It's somewhere. Just deciding whether or not I want to Iskanta now. And I may as well. But yeah, the plan is to hit the Elder Spell and just try to keep everything else away. We hit another Thought Erasure. Let's go ahead and Contempt away this Liliana. I know I said about making the opponent draw cards. I don't know if I'm going to have the time, but if I get rid of this now, the opponent plays this, they go down to 8. Actually, it's so close, right? But yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage, and I'm about to go up to 17 life. I do have to take out the Liliana.
Well, this was unpleasant.
Because remember, bouncing Oath of Kaya's, replaying them, these attacking me. A little bit of life gain here, but yeah, this is going to get ugly. And absurdly close. All 4 Oath of Kaya's? That's what the opponent's running? And I do see a Moment of Craving. And now they have a Basilica Bellhaunt. Yeah, you're not doing anything. So they do have some critters. They're just the Mono Planeswalker plan. Another card. 8 left. Absurdly close. I do have a Ritual of Soot. And a Cry of the Canarium would get all of them, but I think those are gone. There's still one more somewhere. Elder Spell, how many cards away are you? Like 3 activations. So I need to activate and Contempt, and then activate and then do it again. Mm-hmm. Down to 10. Untap 2 lands. 8 cards in the deck. Man, some Bond of Insight could be absolutely devastating. That's a draw I needed. So let's lead this turn with the Thought Erasure. Right? Because we're not going to get to the Elder Spell here. We know where it is. It's still buried. But we need to activate the Iskanta to try to get to it. Actually, is that matter anymore? Wow, look at this hand. And there's the Kaya's Wraths. But yeah, I think the plan is... Well, we can take an Oath of Kaya. Like, a Teferi doesn't matter much anymore, right? Yeah. Let's take an Oath of Kaya. Enter the God Eternals on top. That's really clutch. I can't get it and cast it this turn, but I can draw it. So this turn... This turn we'll say no to Teferi. We'll cast down the Bellhaunt. We'll Moment of Crave this. Make it hard for our opponent to kill us. And the next turn we'll definitely be launching the Enter the God Eternals. All right, clean it up. I'm out of cards. A lot of your cards aren't that good anymore, and you only have 8 cards left in your deck. It's your go, dude. Sitting on end step, trying to think about whether or not to Kaya's Wrath to draw whatever this is. It means it's not a blank, but it can't be that good, or you would make that play. They could play around Enter the God Eternals by getting rid of this. Ooh, that would feel really bad. I guess I should put an upkeep stop in case they do. Because then I could Iskanta during upkeep and get a different draw. Yep, the Oath of Kaya's. Here they come. A really smart opponent is also going to... Well, we'll see how much mana they have open after all this. They're going for Teferi again.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
They could tuck an Oath of Kaya back into their deck to redraw it. I don't know about that.
Let's take it back.
Okay, they're just Teferi tucking to get more draws. Down to 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, yeah, they don't quite have the loyalty to get me all the way there, right? All the other oaths are gone? How about the other Teferis? If they have double Teferi in hand, they might be able to get it, but they don't. That's all 4 of those. All right, I'll take this draw. Get him. Now they should play the Kaya's Wrath. It prevents me from gaining life. They don't. Sweet. All right, they get... Well, we hit a lot of land and that Teferi. Will that be the nail in the coffin? I guess since we reveal this card and it's not something we can play right now anyway, we should wait until the end step to do it. What else do you have? There's only 2 cards left in this library. There's another Bond of Insight there. 3 Bonds of Insights are exiled, so that's off the table. They don't have a creature anymore for another Enter the God Eternals, and those are all in the graveyard. So I can't hit something that's just going to mill them, I don't think.
Don't worry, I got you.
All right. They're going to continue pursuing the Oath of Kaya plan. But I have a feeling, I mean, it's going to be tough. This is all their Teferis, and it's their last Oath of Kaya, so they only have 6 more Oath of Kaya burn left in them. Unless they have another Elder spell or something super tricky to get me with. I think you want to keep that one. There you go. Tense moments in what has turned out to be an insanely long game.
Here we go.
And there's a good game. Okay. In the heat of the moment, maybe they're just, I don't know. Are they trying to get me to relax? Do they mean it? You just can't tell on Arena. Are they trying to get in my head? All right, let's put those on the bottom. There's that fungal infection I said was lurking. Let's see what we can find here with this Kanta. There's the Elder spell. And now we know our last 15 cards. There's another Bond of Insight that will definitely hit next turn. So let's say no to these. They've been driving me crazy all game. Now they can leave. Kaya's Wrath. All right. Last card in the deck. Is it something? Does it do a thing? Does it do anything? Yeah, good game. I reciprocated last time. This seems like a trap of some kind. And we got it! Okay. Holy cow, I did not deserve that one. And look how close. Closing in on Mythic. I think this is going to have to be the dreaded one game video. That was absurdly long. Let me check the time on it. Yes, my friends, WWE Stomping Grounds is starting, and that's what I'm watching tonight with my wife, so I'm late for my date. So you get the dreaded one game video. Knocking on Mythic's door, getting a win with Dimir Mill. Hallelujah, what a battle. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.